I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth clattering through her
What? Content warning. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. You can visit that website if you want a full list of everything. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. I will not be doing so. So if those are things that you are worried about, then maybe look up to make sure that it's fine on that website. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story, while also being a horror game, apparently. Welcome. The game looks... Is this... Oh, hold on one sec, actually. Okay, hello, hope you're doing well. My name is SuperMeah, and welcome to Slay the Princess, not Save the Princess. This is a game I've been meaning to play for a while. It's been out for a little bit, but I don't know anything about it, and I've heard that it's about 3 hours long. New thing that I'm trying in this episode, screw the parts. Sorry, a little bit of language there, but that's okay. We're just going to be playing the entire game in one episode. I don't know how long it's going to be. I think it'll be about 3 hours. So I went through all the settings and fixed everything up. I think I have the important things ready. We'll just start a new game. I think there's different paths and stuff, but we'll see. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. I think I'm the hero.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Whoa. Let's kill her.
You're here to slay her.
That's not, you see?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I know what's going on. Okay, so already I kill her, and that's it. I don't get distracted. This is it. That's all I have to do. Literally all I have to do is go kill the princess, and we win. Shouldn't be that hard. I don't know how it's gonna get hard. Okay, explore. Okay, let's just start. At the end, by the way, this is what this kind of game is. So, you know, if you don't love this sort of format, you know, this may not be for you, but give it a chance. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Ethical dilemmas. Psh, I'm here to kill a princess. That's all that I care about. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? That's what I was just talking about. Can't someone else do this? Nah, I don't care about that. There's a lot of options. This is a lot of options. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Wow. Okay. Sure.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it.
Okay.
No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I don't believe you. Should I believe you? Do I have any reason to not believe you? Okay, but how can a princess locked away in the basement in the world?
Linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Who is we all? Just the world? Is this a game about how following directions can be bad and maybe you should consider your worldviews before you just follow your instincts? I don't know. Or maybe she is a terrible, horrible monster. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
This video game thinks I'm dumb. This video game is trying to be like, oh, there's no evidence to kill her, right? So you should question your ethical beliefs and not kill her. But then it's going to turn out that she is actually a terrible monster, and then she's in the world, and it's my fault because I didn't listen to the narrator. It's a double. It's a double. Whatever that's called. Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
I appreciate the mental exercise. We are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
That's an important distinction to make, narrator, and I trust you.
Even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Sure.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
Okay.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, so this...
There's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
That's a good metaphor to use.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Okay, so this definitely is going to be an ethical dilemma game. Let's see if I can flex my ethics and morality brain muscles here. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, that's definitely a sort of thing where it's like causation doesn't really matter. It's just the end result. That's not utilitarianism. I don't know what that is. Unless it is. Anyway, okay, fine. You know what? Maybe I think I'm wasting time. Let's just go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
There's no wrong decisions.
You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Okay. There's no wrong decisions. Me choosing not to read any of the rest of those dialogue options is fine. And I'm not going to hear anything else in the comments.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That is true. That is another thing, because I, the player, have no problem with this. But this guy's a hero. His whole thing is supposed to be saving princesses. Goes against his whole thing.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What do you mean? It's me. That's me. You're me. What? What is his? Huh? I have no other option? Let me save. Oh, a lot of saves here. Okay. Wait, I have no other options here? Huh. Okay, sorry, all right, my bad. Do I just slay her immediately?
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh,
almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Sure, yeah.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Mm-hmm.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
A pristine blade? I'd like that.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. I need the blade, right? But if I go down there with a knife, she's not gonna like it very much. This game has different endings, but I don't know if there's like premature endings. You know what? You know what? There's no wrong decision. I'm just killing her. I'm just killing her. I'm just gonna kill her. You can't stop me, no matter what you say.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah. I'm speedrun. This is speedrun.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh no.
Who's there?
Oh, that's a killable voice. I don't know what that means. That was just my first instinct when she said that.
She sounds dangerous.
Yeah, so he thinks so too.
Down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi! I'm just gonna go.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I'm just gonna go. Don't talk to her.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
Oh, one of them is broken.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
One of the chains are broken.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I guess.
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Not saying nothing. Not saying nothing.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
It's the name of the game. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me. I'm gonna slay the princess.
Oh, no talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Okay, here's what I think is gonna happen. I'm just gonna step
She's
forward.
armed.
Nope.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Here's what I think is going to happen. I'm going to try to kill her, and I'm going to die because it's not something you can do. So I think this is just not going to work, and I'm just going to get a game over. But I'll try it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
No, I feel bad. It's the name of the game. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Still not talking to you.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I don't know. You don't seem so confident.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Did I win?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Why are you talking like it's not over, narrator?
Is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Did I win?
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs.
Why is there more?
Closing the
Why
door
is there
to the
more?
basement behind you.
I suddenly remembered this is a horror game. Hey, I have a question. Why are the windows like hairy now? What, you see this? They're like weaves. I didn't look like that before. They were stars outside. They were stars.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
Sure.
One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
For the greater good. The trolley problem. I switched the track.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
It's just gonna hear a woman scream, and it's just gonna be like the giant squid in the sky.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
I lost. Hey, listen, this is the name of the game. I was just following directions.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
No! Oh, I know what it's doing. I know what it's doing. It's for the greater good. Oh, okay. I get it. It's because I did it. I killed her for the greater good, which is the ethical, moral landscape that I chose to live my life on. And following that same logic, if I am to not be a hypocrite, then that means that I would also have to suffer for the greater good, which means that my fate is now to die for the greater good, just as I killed her for the greater good. I understand. This is a lesson. This is a taste of my own medicine kind of thing.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Yeah, I get it. You don't gotta rub it in. I understand what I did.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I feel like the game. I feel like I in order to hold my pride, I have to stay with my decisions. Which is, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy?
No.
Or is he just telling us that we are?
I'm just following with the decisions that I've made because I want to be consistent.
Really? Well, If you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning.
I don't like this one anymore.
That is, not happy.
What is that?
Still has plenty of meaning.
Something weird's going on. Hold on. Is that the sunset? Oh, it is. Oh, through a strange... Anyway, you can't... Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's a sunset is like hitting my wall. You can't see it, but it's fine. Okay, sure.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Listen, man, I gotta be consistent with my choices.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Great. I feel terrible. Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone. I did it. The fact that this looks like it was drawn by a child seems to tell me that I didn't get a great ending here. I have to be morally consistent. Oh man. Oh yeah, we had good job. I did so good. Oh, you see all these music pieces that we didn't get to see? Oh wow, look at all alpha testers. Wow. Oh, we did it. Oh, okay. Well, your song, The Princess World Ender, yay, you did it. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order or for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. What? Okay. Explore, player. Wait, hold on. Okay, join. Follow us elsewhere. Make your playlist. Play our other game. No. Oh, okay. The game is so much longer than that. I speedrun. This is the first I've done it. Did I mention this is a blind playthrough? Okay, let's try that again. I'm just gonna do new game.
You're on a path.
Because I can go through it. That's fine. Anyway, what are you talking about? You know what? Let's just get... Wait, you know what? Is there somewhere else I can do? Okay, thank you. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Mention it. It's all part of the job.
All right, let's get to the part. Let's just get to the princess again.
Lie. She will. We're not gonna go. Ignore him.
All right. Fine. If I keep the right mouse button brings that up.
Almost entirely bare.
Yeah. All right, I'm taking the blade, but I'm not gonna kill her immediately. All right. Let's be a little bit more reasonable about this.
Who's there?
It's me.
Dangerous. It's almost. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm gonna handle this how I would handle this in real life starting now. I'm gonna do my best at least. Obviously I don't know because I'm not in the situation. All right. I would just walk down.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I would just walk down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
All right. Give me a good answer. What? No way. No, I'd be honest. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I haven't decided yet. Okay, there you go. I haven't decided yet. That's what I would say.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look
no.
how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
No.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
No.
Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming.
I'm keeping my weapon on me. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay, you're not helping your case.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that...
Yeah, we know. We already read that.
Just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
No, I'm not dropping it. We can talk. I plan on talking.
Hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not ending it. Are you sure she's not armed? What if she isn't bluffing? I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
What? Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse. Oh man. No, I'm gonna squint at her. I guess try intimidation. If she, well, no, she's, I don't know. What would I do actually?
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
I already tried that, narrator. Didn't work too well.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
I am doing something. I'm keeping my weapon at me, on me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend
Is this, hold on, oh wait.
you be the one to take the initiative here.
Is this another moral quandary about like the idea of not doing anything is just as bad as doing like the wrong thing or something? No action is, inaction is whatever, is bad. I have to do something? Why? But I don't want to drop the blade. There's no reason for me to drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious...
I wouldn't drop the blade. I'm just letting you guys know I would not drop the blade.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I'm gonna pick up the blade again immediately.
Against your better judgment.
Why are you so
step
close?
Forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Why are you so close? We were face to face.
We'll be fine.
I don't believe that.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
I don't believe you.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
I won't.
You're going to need it.
Okay.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What do you mean a relationship? I'm here to kill you. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? How? Okay, I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? That's a good question. What's your name? Why don't I ask the name first?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
Blah, blah,
Any
blah, blah.
honorific should do, really.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. What's your real name?
You can't trust her.
Okay, there's people out there who think you're, how long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, enough talk. No, not yet. There's people who, there's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
What, why not? It's fine. It doesn't matter. She surely probably knows that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I don't know, but I'm about to kill you just because I don't like you.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Maybe you're just a giant bomb. I don't know. Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? No, I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. That's not a good answer. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you. That's not true either. What did she ask me? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, how did I wind up here? I was hoping you'd tell me. Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? Yeah, sure, you tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
That didn't answer my question.
I believe her.
I don't believe her. Why do you believe her?
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Good point.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
What do you mean?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Well, to be fair, I didn't really ask them why. I probably could have pressured them into telling me.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Oh yeah, whatever you say. Sure.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Good point.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Sure. Narrator, just...
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Oh, you're very clearly you're incapable of ending the world, except for the fact that, you know, one of your chains, you know, the like metal iron chains that are on your arms, yeah, one of them is broken off. How did that break off? That's something to keep in mind.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
How would a princess break off a steel chain on your arm?
For the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Explore a relationship. Are you coming on to me? Explore how would I get you out of here? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Sure. Are you coming on to me?
Weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah, but no one really says it that way. Why'd you say it that way? Why'd you say this is an awkward start to a relationship? That that's just a weird way to phrase it. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I would agree.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
I don't disagree with you.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
I don't believe you.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Why are they both telling me this is a mistake? What's the point you're trying to make here?
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Is she gonna break out and jump scare me and kill me?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
I don't believe you.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I think she's stupid.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Will this slay her?
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Well, I wasn't gonna slay her. I just wanted to mess with the narrator.
Should have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you.
What is wrong with my hand?
The pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones.
How did you lose this so bad?
Stay down.
Me? You're literally like, what? How did I lose this so bad? How did she do that?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, The princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Well, I had the upper hand at one point, and she won, so I could still do it. I could still take her.
Is this really the best you could do?
No.
Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
No, I can do better.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
I can do better.
This is the end, isn't it?
No, not yet. I still got life.
I'm afraid it is.
No, I still got life in me.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
No, I still got life in me. I'm sorry?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is it chapter 2 now?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Am I a different hero? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. But I died.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
What is this game trying to tell me? What's happening here?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, you remember what happened. Okay.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Well, we'll just try harder then.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Voice of the Broken?
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
What if I turn around and leave?
You're right. We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have left. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, but I've already seen all this. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. Ugh! Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to the princess, maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't, I guess we'll see. Lie, yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm afraid to get a game over here, so I'm going to save. I think F5 is quick save. Okay, quick save. I'm going to say yes and probably get a game over.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
By the way, this is a horror game, so it does get, like, scary, apparently. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yeah.
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't believe you, because I didn't die forever.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Okay.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Hero, say something.
What's going on?
I don't like it. I don't like
Where
it.
are we?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
We're dead, obviously.
The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. I don't like the sound I just heard in my ears. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. I want to be alone again. I lied. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. That's the voice of this person. This is a nightmare. Wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Embrace them! Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences. We're also back to chapter 1.
And at the end of that path,
The real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know it when you see it. I just got that achievement. We're back to chapter 1. I'm so confused. You know, when I said this was a blind playthrough, I didn't mean it. Like, I feel like literally blind right now. I don't know what's happening.
You're here to slay her. If you...
Sorry, let's look at a history, huh? Okay. Why did I get an achievement? Hold on, I'm gonna look at the achievements real quick. Okay, that's a weird achievement that a lot of people get. It said like 92% of people got that achievement, so, okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Okay, wait, we're here again. So we're back to chapter 1, which is like, okay. I guess we can ask more questions?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
I asked if killing a princess was bad.
Much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress. If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
Why?
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, whatever. Sometimes I'm worried about the graphics on my coffee cups because they're not mine and I don't know what they mean exactly. It's slaying a princess. Anyway, he already said that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is. Personally, I don't think it's better. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh, nihilism.
Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well, I do.
I mean, maybe some people do. Like
I just
nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
What if I am? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because... I already asked that question. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay, so clearly we're trapped in some weird cycle thing. The princess is trying to get out. I think all of this is a ruse. None of this is really real. But the princess is trying to trick me. I don't know. Somehow something, she needs me to get her out of here. And I don't know how that is, but somehow it's gonna end up doing it. I don't know. I don't know. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? I think the narrator's probably in on it too. Do you get some sort of reward? Forget it. I'm not doing anything.
No, you have to do it.
No. Look, I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to her, see if she's bad. No. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. No. Can't turn around and leave. What if I do it again?
Seriously?
What if I just leave again?
Somehow I doubt that, but I suppose good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looked... You're really keen on wasting...
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the world and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me to do this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
I think I agree with the narrator, but I didn't really fully read what I wrote, so...
But fine. You turn around...
Yeah, we already read this.
Back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
No. Oh yeah, well I guess I'll start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness till I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I don't like that the music stopped.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of...
Oh, the music's
structures
being
through
weird.
the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Well, I'm just gonna stay put.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I'm starting to realize this horror game is just about making me feel existential dread for, like, not doing the responsibilities of my life in my real life, I guess.
You're doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay. Actually, Chapter 2, The Stranger, but it was the tower before, wasn't it? The tower? Wasn't Chapter 2 the tower?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is there a wall now? Why is there a different Chapter 2? Am I wrong, or was it called the tower? Am I stupid? Don't answer that question, because the answer is probably yes. I don't know what's going on. Oh, let's save. Sure, let's save. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It was already the end of the world. I'm getting a serious thing of deja vu. Okay, well, those walls were here last time.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it.
No.
If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Okay, so it's dependent on what you did last
If he
time.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Voice of the Contrarian?
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Is this just a contrarian now?
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining
The contrarian
everyone's day
path?
forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
I guess they're the stranger?
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, I think I get it. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Lie. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now. I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Let's go to the cabin, see if things change. I kind of want to go to the cabin now. This is hard to make these choices.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take
Okay, I said I was leaving.
A warning before you go in.
Oh, I hate those walls.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
What if I kill her now?
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
If you think about it, the ultimate way of being contrarian is being contrarian to the voice of the contrarian, right? So that means we should slay the princess.
Let's keep an open mind.
If you think about it.
The cabin interior.
Whoa!
Is a confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
What?
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table.
I keep clicking that button. Oh, okay. Its legs are all wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
That's a good point.
Take in the knife.
It's a good
Have you
point.
seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
There's too many voices in my head. I just want mine.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job.
Why is that your
to slay
job?
The princess, and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I haven't.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
I think we should go insane, because last time we went insane, I got an achievement for it, called Denial.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay.
I want to get the true ending first time, first try.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
The game told me there's no wrong choices, but obviously there are wrong choices because there's probably a true ending. If there's a true ending, there are wrong choices, and it's the choices that don't lead to that ending. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Let's lose ourselves.
There's definitely a mirror.
Like Eminem told us about.
There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Let's look at it. Look at the mirror. I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Yeah.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
Why don't you see the mirror?
Something so meaningless. What good would it even do?
Why don't you see the mirror?
So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
We're all in agreement. Approach the... Maybe I should take the blade, then approach the mirror? No, I'll just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right.
By the way, why are we like an Argonian?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Why are we an Argonian? Okay, interesting. All right, we take the blade. We're gonna throw it out the window.
From the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Throw it out the window.
Fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
He's right.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold it the cool way. Hold the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade.
Look at the mouse. The mouse changed, so now I'm holding it the other way.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
It is.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
Yeah, it does.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the plane out the window.
Do it!
Yes.
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
We have been there and done that.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Go get it.
What's done is done. Good luck.
No, we can just go outside and get it. Okay, we can't.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Don't love this.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
Yeah.
Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Down.
Weird.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. A
Miasma.
kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Oh, okay, Mr. Wordsmith.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, I will be here more. I don't want to be here anymore.
No, thank you.
Yeah, let's leave. I agree.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I agree. Let's
I don't
leave.
want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Now we can punch her.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah, I guess. Take the center case. Take the center staircase. Take the soft stairs to the right. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Let's take the harsh stairs.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold.
I made a mistake.
Your toes feel like blocks of ice.
I made a mistake.
Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
I made a mistake.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
I made a mistake.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Okay.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Are these like the storyboards? Oh, all right.
Deception and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as
Chaos.
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh. Okay. That was a little weird.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
I don't like what just happened.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
What is going on with the music? That kick drum is so loud. It's scaring me because it's leaving headroom for it to just be like bah, 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 and just get like really loud and scary.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
No.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness,
watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings.
Oh, she seems normal. I'm sorry I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. You're apparently a threat to the end of the world. I'll tell her about the thing.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Why are you in like a like stone basement, like a cellar?
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
I don't like this anymore.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts reasoned their way into your head, unthink them.
It's gone.
It's not already too late.
Well, there's a princess here.
I need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I agree. I was going to try to do that. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
No.
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Yeah, there seems to be something wrong with me.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
No.
How would we even do that? Where would
What
we
if I just kill her? We'll see what happens.
We could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
Well, I'm the one that threw it out the window, so.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. What? Why is this one option? I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. Okay. Why are these all like the same option?
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands.
Oh.
It lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Uh-oh.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
I'm sure this is going to end well.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike her.
I like this one. I like this one. Like,
is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
oh.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say?
Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, right?
A bit of wit right now.
I could too.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Okay. Chapter 3.
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
I don't like this anymore. Quick save.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Just uncomfortable? It's just uncomfortable?
Did you do this?
Oh, I did.
Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't know.
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah, I think we did.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. I'll do my best. The illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else. The mirror's back.
Where'd she go? Should we try and find her?
No, look in the mirror.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Look in the mirror. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about finding her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror. Approach the mirror.
You don't do this.
Approach the mirror. The mirror never scared you before. Ignore him. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
What do you mean final? Okay.
Don't look at it. I don't like that.
Why? I'm being contrarian to the contrarian, the ultimate contrarian. Look at the mirror. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you, the body. It's you. It's the achievement name. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Why did I look weird? Should I have waited a minute on the mirror? Did I go too fast? Whoops. Sorry. You're at the cabin. Sure. Oh no. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Fragile? I'm strong. What are you talking about? You're the thing I met in the space outside of the woods. You're the thing I met in the space outside the woods. Oh, it is the thing. What are you? The gift of fragile... Whoa, it is.
Vague recollections. Empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, it is. The hands. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Attack the entity, destroy your body.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I guess not. I think I'll be given a chance to attack the entity, but if this is the actual princess, then this is I'm supposed to slay her. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm SuperMeah. I'm SuperMeah. How are you doing? Solitary lights, what do you mean? What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone.
Am I at the end of the game? What happened?
Some fears that can never be undone.
What happened?
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
The only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Explore. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Is the true ending getting all the perspectives and then coming back to her? Or is it... I had the option to kill her, I think, earlier. But I asked too many questions, I guess. I can quick save, but I don't really want to go back. I don't want to do it like that. Oh, no. I think if I forget, I reset, so I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
I guess I'll wait forever. Do I wait forever or do I go back? I feel like if I wait forever... I don't know. I guess I'll wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Did the game just crash? What? Did the game crash?
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
It took a minute to come back in. She just said I returned. I started the game up and it immediately was here. The only option is to make me forget, but what if I close the game and come back again? Yes. I am sure I want to quit. What if I come back in again? Wait, I came back in again. Whoa, oh no. Quick load. What's quick load? Oh, it does it not keep it? Wait a minute, hold the phone. Quick, F9 is quick load. F9. The game closed when I quick loaded. Well, that is interesting. Okay, okay, I guess I should have saved more. Whoops. Okay, I'll be back in a minute then. Okay, I'm back. I've returned. This time I'm going to attack her. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into you the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Gosh darn it. Okay, fine. What happens now?
Nothing. There.
Alright, let's just skip to where we were before. Okay. Alright, we've already read all these dialogue options, so I guess it should just make me forget. Don't know why it didn't bring me back there before, probably just because I didn't save. I'll save here. It seems important to save here. Okay. Made me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
What's her? Give me some information. What's her name?
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. A spiral vessel. Bring the stranger to her. The hero and
You're
the
on a path in the woods.
And I didn't read it. Chapter 1. I don't know. I think we're just back to chapter 1.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Great. That was a lot. I don't know what's happening anymore. Viewer, this entire game is going to happen in one episode, but I just want to let you know that I'm taking a little bit of a break. So maybe pause the video, get a snack and some drinks or something, or a drink, and then come back in maybe like 5-10 minutes. Okay. All right. But it's going to be a second for you. So pause now if you want to do that. All right. I'm back. Hope you guys' break was good. And if you didn't take a break, that's okay too. Okay. So we're back at the beginning, I believe. So I think I'll save here. This seems like a good place to save, probably. All right, the end of the world, what are you talking about? Okay, let's just go.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I get a reward? Okay, let's try this. Let's go to the cabin. We can tab to go past stuff we've already seen. Let's enter the basement without a knife.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she's nice now?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, she got nice voice now.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to lie. I'm here to save you. Hi. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Thanks.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
Okay, all right.
Getting you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah, I know.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I don't think I can do that.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
She doesn't.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
No.
Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That'd be funny. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Tell me your name.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
That is weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back
to Slave Force, too late. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you like to appear down for a reason. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Then I'm gonna kill you! No.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keep that information secret. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though?
I said that they haven't given me a reason.
Thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
We've already heard this. Let's see what happens if we let her go. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Let's see what happens if we free her.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Can you just break it? Aren't you super strong, princess? And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to free you. Sure.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
All right, I'll be back.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Uh-oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but
it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did the narrator do that?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth clattering through her
What?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free you. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. Oh my god.
Against your judgment, place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted
What happened? What is happening?
chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Oh my god.
The blade is sharp. It takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
I know, it's a little weird.
No, she didn't.
It's a little weird.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
I don't do that, no.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. What? Warn her. Slay, slay, slay. There's one that says warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
The body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Resist!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
Just don't missing the hand.
Princess takes a cautious step forward.
Princess, I'd get away from me.
We both know this isn't you.
This is not a good idea. Your eyes are unbelievably big, by the way.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the
probably a good
blade
idea.
from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I don't know, trying stuff out.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
What do you mean?
She plunges it into
What?
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Why did you kill me?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
What do you mean you're sorry?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
No! How about you just don't kill me?
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
Oh, okay, this is what we're doing now.
And everyone.
Now we're doing the hero dying heroically trope. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
No! Stop! Stop
She doesn't
it!
use a knife, does she? Apparently not.
Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it?
Oh.
A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Could you just, like, kill me?
I'm so sorry.
You don't... All right.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive.
This is ridiculous.
Princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Don't worry, we'll reset. It's fine. Watch.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, whatever. Chapter 2 or Chapter 1? Okay, the damsel. All right, different Chapter 2 then. Interesting. All right.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement you're here to slay her.
Oh, yeah. We know. Okay, fine, whatever. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. If only
I know this
you
already.
knew what you did to us, you villain.
Voice of the smitten. What?
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
I'm starting to understand what's, I think, the typical structure of this game now.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart.
I do.
My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Ever YouTuber, ever?
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Although Hero doesn't like him either.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
All right.
The interior of the cabin is
the mirror's
clean
back.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting
We're in like a
royal
tower.
prisoner.
But are we in the tower?
furniture of note
I
is
don't
an
know.
ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't see anything about the mirror in the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Okay.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again...
Oh yeah, whatever. Let me just go to it. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I
That's a
am.
great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
Of
We
course.
shouldn't waste time preening.
Yeah.
Lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Well, it's not meaningless.
What good would it even do?
Okay, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and
it's
rub
gone.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
You look
It
ridiculous.
was there a second ago.
You look ridiculous.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh, I just realized a feather out of place. Okay. What are we? An Argonian? I don't know. Enter the basement. We don't know. We have no need for a knife. Our love! Our princess!
The door to the basement creaks open,
I've come!
revealing an intricate stairwell.
That sounds, well...
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Yeah.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah. Let me quick save.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
My princess, I'm here to save you!
A voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
I haven't seen him yet.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess.
We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's wearing a nice
her
dress.
far wall.
And a crown, too.
My love!
My love!
You from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
I am here!
You know she can't hear.
What was the accent on that last word?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
I'll say it for you.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
That's right, I'm here. I have come to sweep you off your feet.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Didn't need that mirror after all. Right.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
This is all true.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We don't know if she ended the
We
world.
never saw a world end.
Oh, we're on the same page! Voice of the smitten.
Chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Well, I was told this is a love story
You listen
by the
to him.
game.
He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I'm gonna sweep her off her feet. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? Let me see here. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess. I feel like if I rescue her, it's just gonna end. I gotta get to the mirror.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
How do I get to the mirror?
Because she's perfect.
Yeah, whatever. I'm smitten.
She has someone like him telling her what to do.
His name is Smitten now.
Doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Yeah. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
That's weird.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Yeah, if we...
What? No, she's a prisoner.
I won't go there.
You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Blow it up with an explosion with
She
C4.
didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
She gets blown up and then she comes out of the room like Gus Fring in Breaking Bad.
No, you're right. It's extremely
Half her body's just-
behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No, I didn't want. That was the one thing I didn't want you to do.
Did we?
No, No.
We warned her of the cruel forces
Have the
seizing our
cruel
body.
forces seizing our body.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
No.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Yeah, I know, I'm not. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
What? But before we started talking, did you end the world? Did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No, don't do that.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
It's a bit much smitten.
That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or another about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are no, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
That's not, no.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Oh my god.
Not so sure.
Sure, rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
I want the mirror.
Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths. And if
Did I
you
mess up
try
because she didn't
anything
confess?
that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I think I messed up because I didn't get her to confess.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? Approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. I can't believe it.
Oh, he said we're
Yes, I have
doomed.
to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
She immediately murders us.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and you in a
Sorry.
joyful embrace.
I'll just... What is it, H? Oh, I'll just get this in the thumbnail real quick. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be
Good thumbnail material.
and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
I think this is going to end horribly. I'm just waiting for the music to cut out.
What do we do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants.
This is not going to end well.
You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes.
No, it's not going to end.
And then she shrugs.
No.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay, I thought she was going to say something terrible and horrible. I want you to tell me what you want. I'm going to say that. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. Yeah, I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Uh-oh. She got more anime, I think.
She can't just want to make us happy.
I think she got more anime.
It makes sense to me.
I think her eyes got bigger.
For her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
There must be something you want. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Yeah, she's getting more anime.
Is she broken? What's going on?
I don't know, but I'm figuring it out.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
No, it's not. I'm waiting for what? Oh
What's
no.
the problem here? She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Smitten, you be quiet. Something weird's going on. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
And they lived happily ever after. I got an
Like
achievement for
we're the
that.
only ones here?
Oh. And she's been consumed. Mirror? Okay, I'm starting to get the structure of this now. Alright, cool. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She was our perfect match.
She wasn't.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I know where she is.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know. Explore. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for
What
me.
is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Alright. Let's see ourselves in the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown? Oh, I have grown a little bit. I look weird. I look weirder than before, I think. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. That's what this place is called, the long quiet. Didn't catch that last time. Oh, she's back.
Flickering lights
Ooh.
and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Fair. That's
The
fair.
vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Okay. What does it feel like to change like this, or to change
Eyes
this?
close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Whoops, sorry. This is the only path forward, is what she said. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Okay. Okay, you know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Can I not go back and do the previous ones? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Are you sure? You sure you're not me? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see.
I'm kind of repeating myself at this point, but there are options.
I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
There's so many options. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Okay, I'm going back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
So I'm growing and she is growing. So the voices, I guess, are me, and the different princesses are her. So it said bloat or whatever, and it said you've grown. So yeah, we're both beings like this. I just can't see myself right now. And we're growing into something.
We will meet again.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die. Scared me. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Okay. Bring the deconstructed damsel to her. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
All right. Let's see if we can do what we did before. Let's see if we can do one of the paths before. What did I do before? All right, let's just go to the cabin. So let me just enter the basement.
How many times do I have to
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I hope you brought
Okay.
something to deal with these chains.
I didn't.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. Okay, go back upstairs, retrieve the blade. No, go, okay. Don't make me regret this.
Only making this more.
Thank you, and you won't.
You're making that.
I'm going back upstairs with the key still lying around here. Return to the bottom of the stairs. This happened, save the princess. Okay, wait, I'm doing it again. Okay, it seems to be fine. Oh, I can't resist anymore? Oh, okay, I can't do it again. Interesting.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. Your regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form,
Thumbnail.
eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
So bad.
Everything
Chapter
goes
1.
dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Witch. Oh, it's different. Okay. The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Yeah, we know. Who gives a who now? Who now?
A warning. She will lie.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Opportunist.
Trust us to get the job done.
Okay. What's his thing gonna
The
be?
interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room.
I'll save real quick.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Look at the person mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
There's nothing to see
What are you
here.
talking about? This is
Yeah.
a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah.
You reach
Nothing's
forward
there.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
You look ridiculous. Take the blade. Just opportunist. I'll just enter the basement.
Blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
I think I'm gonna try to die here because I think I want to try to go into chapter 3. Because I think I understand now. I'm just getting vessels for her, and when I get enough vessels, I probably enter like I don't know the final act of the game or something, and then it gets like meta or something. I don't know. So I'd like to go a little bit deeper down this rabbit hole. I want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
The air smells.
In order to
of
do
dirt
that, I
and
think I
coal.
have to die.
It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Sounds good enough for me. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Well, don't say that.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
Yeah, there is. Watch me.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Good point.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Well, she's a monster.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
I'm here to rescue you!
Like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
I have.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. I hit that button so many times.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Uh-huh.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Never.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I do have one. I'm sorry about last time.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Look who's talking!
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I was planning on it. I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I'm trying. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Well, this is a loser-winner thing. It's more of like a, I don't know, victim-victim type of thing. It's you'll be all right. Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work here. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Oh, blah, 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 you talking, yapping. Stop yapping at me.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I'm taking it.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I didn't bring my blade down here, down. Remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
It's okay, we're on good terms now, don't kill me.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have a nagging feeling that you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving by. Leave her in the basement. I'll say this one.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
No!
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Fine.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
I'd blame the narrator.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Oh, she's going to stab me in the back.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment,
as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
Not do nothing.
After you, darling.
No!
You're the one who lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Walk backwards up the stairs.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
I hit the button again. Okay, this is what I think. I think one of these is going to lead to the mirror, and one of them is going to lead to me dying, which gets to chapter 3. I think you first probably leads to the mirror, so I'll step first and die.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want to.
Yeah, I think no matter what, she kills you on the stairs here if you lead.
For my sake, because I already know that I'm right.
Because she didn't. Because she didn't have her. She wasn't actually captured in her change. I think if you tried to leave her in the basement, she would just run up behind you and kill you.
We walk backwards up the
That's
stairs.
what I was saying.
That's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim.
Yeah, we're definitely dead.
What did you just say that? I think we know why.
We're dead.
You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Chapter 3.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. If you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralyzed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement.
Oh, we're both paralyzed?
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
What the heck was that for? I was trying to help you out of here.
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
All right, we're even now.
And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table
once she passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. I'm so upset that the right mouse button is that button.
And then you say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
No.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Ha!
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
I guess.
With intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Yeah, we're stuck like this.
Wait, are we both just stuck?
I guess.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
I don't think worms can lick.
Is that really what's going to happen?
I guess, yeah.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
Chapter 3 is what happens next. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
No, don't take her. Okay, alright, there is no chapter 3 then. Interesting. Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Nah, it's okay. You'll be fine.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's not the end. Whatever's going on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally. We're going places.
Am I bigger now? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered? Huh. Never mind, I'm not growing bigger. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Okay. Hello? Approach. Hello?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I like how they have to hold her up because her back's broken and stuff.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. That's not true. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make it worse? Let's see here. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, we're going to kill you. You know what happens at the worlds we leave behind. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
Okay.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
To be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
You can't be a contradiction. They don't exist.
Waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always gets hurt.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't know yet. If anything, it makes me like you more. No, not really. It all seems so distant as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other.
How strange of you to ask me then.
Okay. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave
My
behind?
perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. I'm ready to go back. Oh, how many more vessels do you
We
need?
will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. All right. Next one, I guess. Okay.
You're on a path.
Yeah. I know. Let's see. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. Let me just get through all these options, maybe.
Don't.
Do you have any evidence to back this up? The chicken and the egg killing princess seems kind of bad, though. Can't someone else do
If
this?
only that were the case. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance
Here we go.
thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay, forget it. I'm not doing. No, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Okay. Do I get some kind of reward? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you're right. It's a special reward.
It's a secret. Oh.
Whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't believe you. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she is as bad as you say she is, maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Oh, okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore.
We know all this. We all know this. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna enter the basement without the blade. Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. Checking in on you.
Are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
Right, we've seen all this.
Someone like this be a threat
Do you
to
know? Do you think you get me out of these chains? Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
All right, skip. What's your name?
Oh,
We've already been over that. So is Princess your name? No. Okay. Well, let's just go through everything. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you locked up down here for a reason.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying a word. No. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. I'm gonna keep you locked away here. I was sent to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. I don't actually think you're dangerous. The skipping is a little bugged out right now, I think. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. The skipping's a little bugged out. Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Sure. I still have a few more questions. Let's see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make
Oh,
someone
no.
else hear.
Okay,
You're
okay, I'm back here. Okay, slay the princess. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back, finally.
The wound drives her to the ground.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I'm not so sure.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tangled
Is this the
to
same?
ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your
This is
fair
different.
share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here.
What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be.
Okay, so this is different.
You rush up the stairs and dive.
Oh, now the door's open.
You're safe. For now. You close the basement.
Ooh, this is new.
locking it
Okay.
behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
It isn't long before you start to drift off. Your
Oh,
brain
she's
gets
definitely gonna get us.
fatigued. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there, why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess.
Oh, no.
You saw her more like something out of a nightmare.
I sneezed.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece.
Yeah, just try it. Just try it. Come at me.
I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you. Bang the door all you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster.
Do you think a couple of cuts is enough to do me in? I'm not as frail as you think.
Yeah, I don't care.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
We can also, like, run.
Jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped.
Oh, is she on the ceiling?
The door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where is she?
Oh.
You get out of that awful basement.
So are you a ghost? A specter?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves.
What the heck?
First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Okay.
So, half-breeds. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Not if I fight back. Punch. Whoa. Wait, I'm paralyzed. What was I gonna say? A mind uppercut. I don't know.
She steps closer.
Whoa.
One silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I don't have gills.
It's a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I tried.
Your
Did I try?
lungs stop drawing in.
I don't remember.
And your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
You call her a mean word.
Say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
No, it's not the end.
It can't be. This can't actually be how
Jump
everything
scare.
ends.
I'm sorry, but it is.
Jump scare.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Really? No jump scare? Well, we're going into the nightmare, so I'd imagine it might be another jump scare coming.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cure.
Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Just, yeah, whatever. Trying to leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Who is that? I'm getting deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's gonna kill me again? Is that the lady? Not the princess of this one?
A terrible sense if he doesn't remember what happened. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Shit.
I think you'll find yourself very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me.
Yeah.
Not that it matters right now,
Whatever.
because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
Yeah.
I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Hello. It's been another hour, so I'm going to take break time. It's break time. You can keep watching if you want. You don't have to take a break, but, I don't know, 5 minutes. Use the bathroom or something. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, hello. We're back. All right. Let's see. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. If you did take a break, remember we're back. We're in the nightmare realm now. We got the paranoid with us.
Back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
All right. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you all right. Worst decision of our incredibly short life. We tried to slay her, we really did. She was going to kill us. It was either lock her in the basement or let her finish tearing us to ribbons.
Yeah.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
All right, narrator.
The solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
I pose a threat to the world.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of,
I could do it.
what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yep.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I plead the fifth.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the inn will shut down all of my organs. What the heck am I supposed to do about that? To quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head.
Just being around her in the inn shut down all my organs. What the heck am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
All right. Who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Too bad, I'm doing it. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is it falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
Why?
Call it a prophecy.
Why?
Perhaps.
Why?
It's just the way things are.
I don't believe you. All right.
Just go into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job.
Thank you.
Don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
Everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at
Doesn't sound like you're hiding something. You are hiding something and are refusing to tell me, but that's fine.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Wow, that whole thing was just like dialogue? There was no path there? Wow.
A warning before you go any further.
Are these new? Is this game trying to make me paranoid by adding these things here, which were not here before, to make me think that I'm paranoid? Because I am. Okay.
She will lie.
All right.
She will cheat.
Can't skip.
She will do everything in her power to stop.
I don't think
Yep.
lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Viewer, prepare for a jump scare.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The
Oh,
smooth wood,
oh.
the blade is your implement.
Whoops, sorry.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I tried to click on them, but there's people. You see them?
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I feel these eyes on us.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
What about the mirror? Just push the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Oh yeah, always the same
Reach
thing.
forward and rub your hand. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
I don't think the narrator knows about it, actually. Okay. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
I see her in the windows.
She knows that we're here.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
I was talking about a bomb earlier.
I don't know. Better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of... Those are the words of someone who...
Oh, I hit a button, sorry.
...sending us to our death.
He was just saying we're good enough to do it, because we're good. Alright.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps.
I see it.
separated in darkness.
I see it is.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Oh, those are eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
I'm killing you the moment I see you.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
Can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Oh no, I'm gonna do it again if you let me. I was curious. I don't know, falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
What?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh no, it's dark.
As you
it's not.
emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
I don't like this place.
Splattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement.
I don't like this
where
place.
the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
True.
I'm going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
We'll be fine.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Well-
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well, if it doesn't matter, go right. I saw
turn to
eyes,
the right.
so I went that way.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
I saw you. I'm gonna kill you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
What?
Your arms quickly follow.
What?
This is it, isn't it?
We'll kill him.
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
Kill him.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
The narrator, what?
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Jump scare.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Sure.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I will. I guess I should ask. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close.
Thumbnail.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Jump scare. Oh.
Make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. We're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
Sorry, I like this. I like it. I might use this for the thumbnail. I don't know. Just getting it now. It's easier for me later.
Away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Thumbnail.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
You seem miserable. I was in here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. And if I let you out, what then? Do we go separate ways?
Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around. You're a lunatic, you know that? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
How about I just kill you instead? And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens? I know what happens. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
How about, and what if I refuse? I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try to kill you, so do your worst. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Okay.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
No.
Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Heart, lungs, liver. I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
This one's interesting.
Right.
This one's interesting. Is she gonna kill me on the way up? I guess probably.
Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Lungs.
How about you go first?
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. And besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Okay, fine.
Place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent.
Okay, I don't think you can ever make it out of the basement.
You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck.
Well, I made it earlier.
Buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Shut up, narrator.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
It's okay, she'll get us through it.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Try the door.
Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerve.
I'm very intrigued.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
Fair point.
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
I agree. Let's go.
The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
No, I'm way more curious as to what happens otherwise.
I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
Oh, we're gonna die.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. You're terrible at this. I know, but I'm doing my best.
Are we gonna die?
It's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you.
This is so infuriating. Just do it.
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerve. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me.
No.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Don't trust him. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started.
This is the most interesting one I've encountered.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it. Heart, lungs.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
Yeah, leave the cabin.
The doorknob twists in
Let your tears loose upon the world.
revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it, Liver. You've actually done it.
Let's see what actually happens.
Liver.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Nerves.
But it's so cold, too.
Mmm.
Itching against my skin.
Liver.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Liver.
Oh, here we go. All right, to the mirror. That was interesting. I like that one. That was the most interesting one we've seen so far. Okay, do you want to get the chance to respond, or were you ever? It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go?
Okay, normal thing here. I'm just gonna approach the mirror. They're just gonna be like, "Oh no, dude, I'm
It
afraid."
doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. It's not to reach forward. They're gone again. It's gonna be like the frail. The remains. Okay, you're unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Okay. Let's talk again. You're at the cabin. Approach her. Hello.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Why? Do you think that there is anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? She's gonna say it doesn't matter.
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Alright, lady. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent.
She's speaking in like full sentences this time and answering my questions.
Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Well, she's talked in full sentences before, but she's making sense now. What she asked me, do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, but you're keeping that to yourself. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
What about me? If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
No. I'll just go, because she's just going to close my game.
Each of us will finally know what we are.
All right, one more. We got to choose right. We got to choose good.
Waiting for you.
Always gets me a little bit. I forget that it's just like, we just crack the mirror, bring the nightmare to the hero and the princess. Okay, chapter 1.
You're on a path.
All right. Okay, so anything new? The end of the world? No, these are all the things we've already done. Okay, silently continue to the cabin. What should we do now? I think I'm just gonna kill her and see what happens after that.
Good.
Get down the stairs,
Still listening to
steal your
voices.
nerves, slay the princess. Of course it is. She's dead. But that day isn't today. Okay, leave. You try to leave. That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done.
Now we're changing, and I'm gonna try to like really hard to be like, I want out.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
No.
Time passes.
Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get the heck out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it.
I know how.
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
True.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
It's not that wonderful.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I'm doing it. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? It doesn't matter. You're right. I didn't like the idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing. No. Anything to get out of this hell, yeah.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
This is not bliss. This is boring.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Why does he let us do that?
Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Okay, cool. See how this goes.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path, you're
yeah, we know.
to slay her.
We know. Oh, you, Blair, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks?
Oh, you bastard! I'm wise to your tricks!
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it.
It's such a funny thing to say. You bastard! I'm wise to your tricks!
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume he's telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? No, we're just gonna go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah, I know.
It won't be a problem.
Voice of the Cold?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
Oh, I should have waited for him to finish, sorry. I don't have to read the rest. The only furniture of note is the elegant antique table with the pristine blade perched on the edge. I tried to mimic it for a minute and then I just couldn't, and then I stopped trying.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to
This is the same thing. Oh, stop. Wipe it off. Nothing changes with this.
But there was, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Let's not spend much longer worrying.
I'll just enter the basement.
Really, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stench.
Oh, delicious air.
Feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final...
She is dead. Well, her ghost is going to show up.
A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
She's got that Nightmare Before Christmas look to her.
The rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
I like how she's still chained up.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your
thumbnail.
shoulders and down your neck
I guess.
as she circles you. Her touch is
Oh, that's good
cold and
for
ethereal,
thumbnail. That's good for thumbnail.
yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
I'll wait and see how things play out. Or I could just grab her. I'll just grab her.
She can suspect a thing. You lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh,
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job?
I don't know.
What?
I need a vessel. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you. What happened? Why am I different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I don't know.
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I didn't say you could touch me. I can do a scary face too.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I also am.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
Well, you can leave. That's fine.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you?
Not really.
So, let me hitch a ride.
I can really just kind of go outside a little bit, and then that's the extent.
After all, you owe me.
All right, I will. Relax.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't.
She can possess us. That's fine.
It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
That's fine.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I will. What if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin? If I let you go in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Sounds great!
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
You're welcome.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to
I
tell
want
you?
to see how this plays out.
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Nope. No do-over.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Ow.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Oh, but we come back?
Get up.
Yeah.
Still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back over.
Oh, we get to see the other way.
Vision swimming as
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Huh?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
Yeah.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
This one's cool. This one's
You don't need
interesting.
to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
What?
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
This is good information.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone.
I'm with her on that. We're friends now. I like her now.
Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise. Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices...
Oh yeah, we are
body
facing the door.
continues its
See the
ascent
knife
up
here?
the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
Ha!
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
No. Explore, take the blade. No, trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
This one's another cool one. I like this one.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Uh-oh. Hair or the weaving.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Alright. Let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guess I'm not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're about to get kidnapped.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Nah, you're about to get kidnapped. Oh. You meant you were okay with getting kidnapped. Okay, gotcha. You're welcome. All right, you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I'm gonna let this play out since it's the last time we're gonna hear it. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it.
We've already heard that.
To comfort him.
You don't need to comfort him. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. Whatever makes you happy.
All right. Here we go. What's the last one we got? I'm gonna guess the frail again. I don't know. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me. You are nothing at all. But that isn't it. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. A bird? Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Is the narrator a bird? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. And then another crack okay, yeah, we already read that. Okay, hi, I see you there. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh, I only get so many questions. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Well, I can only ask so many questions. What is this place? Where are we? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you.
Okay.
This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Yeah, but never having death kind of sucks too. Untapped creation, unstopped creation is just as bad as unstopped death, right? Because then everything just, there's too much of everything. If I destroy her, I want to be alone. If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death, or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
You're delusional. I'm not gonna waste a question on that. After everything you've done to us, you think anyone deserves to live? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? That's a dumb question. What would it be like to live in a world without her? Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh gosh, do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think what would it be like to live in a world without her? That's not a bad question, but I'm looking for better ones. I have so many questions for you. That's a dumb thing to waste a question on. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Also a dumb question. Don't care about that. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
You've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Okay. Okay, what else? Every time I ask you something, it breaks a piece off of you. Don't care about that. I obviously see that happening. Are you part of me or are you something else? I think I already have the answer to that. This is not a part of me. Why couldn't you have told me all of this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. Nah, I don't know about that. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why'd you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them they'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Okay, you're dumb then. This needs to change.
Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Well, that's dumb, because all of you would say that. Which is the point of what you said, I think. If she's capable of becoming... Alright, what else? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread?
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
So I'm a god, apparently? I mean, that makes sense. Of what's happening. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together? Well, no, that's obviously not supposed to be what's happening. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Run out of questions. Okay, I got an achievement for running out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie. He knows if I lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Alright, bye. Okay. As a final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Oh, okay. This is me. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Because it's me? think it's because it's me. Oh, hello.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
I'm making sure that everything is fine for YouTube. Mostly, yeah. I don't see anything too bad. Just don't look. And yeah.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Aren't you just me? Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound.
Oh, I get it.
Of what I actually am.
It's weird that I'm black and she's white because you'd think that the death one is black, but she's like more chaos and I'm order. But even then, I think that is like opposite of what the yin and yang normally represents. I might be wrong about that.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Yeah, you're change. And I am not change. You're chaos and I'm order pretty much. But chaos doesn't necessarily mean bad. It just means that things happen. Order means things don't happen.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty easy choice here. I feel like, oh, can I destroy myself? Probably. I'm not going to do that. I'll ask questions first. There's so many, well, I'll say this first. I feel like it'd be silly to kill her because, yeah, we've seen what it's like to not have her, which is just like what we've been playing through this whole game, which is just like the only reason that anything, the cabin or any of that even existed at all was because she was like in the cabin. And if we just tried to leave, it was just like nothing. That's dumb. So many stories, let them finish. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Can you stop speaking in riddles? You were less riddly one vessel ago. Can you just chill? I understand you're like, oh, I am a god or whatever, but you know, just you know, we're having a conversation. You can have the conversation. All right, you don't gotta act all high and mighty. Oh, okay. There's something on my shirt and it's annoying me because I see it in my. Anyway. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burden, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and need answers before I make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp it.
Oh my gosh.
Their reach. And you cannot, but violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What? I was just asking questions. I was just asking questions. What is happening?
shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember
That's me.
the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
That's dumb. That's a bad analogy, but that's fine. Yeah, but you don't need redemption if there's none to exist in the first place. That's a bad analogy. I think we should still get back together, but, you know, expand. Expound. Address this vessel's statement directly. But without redemption, there can be no sin. That's stupid. Without redemption, no. If I'd known what you were, I would never have freed you. I would sacrifice everything to free you again. But without redemption... No, none of these things are right. I don't want to address that. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject your authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. That's a good one.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
I feel like I'm on the verge of creating like the Dark Souls universe, or like the Elden Ring universe. It's like if I do the wrong thing, then it's just gonna end up being like Elden Ring and everything's gonna be terrible. Okay, do not deny what we are. This is a hard decision. Hi.
It pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
The fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious.
I don't disagree with what you're saying.
The nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you?
When the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? Is a shelter protecting you from itself?
You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown. And through that, you feared nothing.
You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through it you feared. Expound! Address this vessel's statements. Okay, that wasn't a rejection of fear. You broke me to your will. That's true. You wanted to make the world suffer. You act as if you're not above it, but you're not. That's a bad answer. I'm not afraid anymore. Even if I'm not afraid now, the fear of others is real. We can't uphold the harm that everyone suffers just because we're beyond it. Good answer!
Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the world of possibility just because some refuse to see its beauty?
Good answer. Me.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Yeah, this is definitely, I think they're doing a yin and yang thing, so the circle Taoism.
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To
change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
The problem is this isn't our world, so I don't disagree with her. If this is actually what existed within the confines of this universe or this universes, they're clearly going for a Taoism perspective here with where yin and yang have to exist together. And in that case, I don't disagree with that, because I don't think one of either is good. I don't think full authority of one is better. Or maybe I'm thinking too close-minded. This is a video game. What am I? I was about to say maybe I'm too close-minded. Maybe I shouldn't even limit myself to the idea of Taoism, because instead this is different. This is two gods fighting each other, and maybe it doesn't have to be that way. But this is a video game. I don't know. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. If there is no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now, or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow? If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. That's not a good answer to what she said. I've already come so far. What more is there to? What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better. I don't like any of those. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. That's not bad. You've done nothing but lecture me since when I got here, argue independence. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Your library takes a stake into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me.
I'm trying really hard to get this right, by the way.
You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
Expound! I have no desire to hide but the truth can be made better. If destroying you is what that takes, so be it. Do I need to destroy you? If your change itself, can't you change from what you are? You sought the truth then, will you hide from it now? I will say this, even though I don't think I'm going to kill her, I don't know what I'm going to do, I still think this statement is true. I have no desire to hide, but the truth can be made better. If destroying you is what that takes, so be it.
I am so deeply woven into the threads of this reality that I cannot imagine it without me. Perhaps there is a better world to build.
Haha.
But you cannot know until you see it. Are you so sure in your blind optimism that you would shatter all of creation?
No. As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. I think that's a dumb statement. No, not really. Things exist. Things can exist while... No. It's silly to say that. Doesn't mean anything.
There is no center.
Wrong. Gravity. I don't know.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when... It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. That's a dumb answer because she said herself that she's woven into creation. So she doesn't really sit above it all. It's more entwined within it. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? No, I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let this happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. No. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning and existence. I'm going to trust that's true. I don't understand why she can't just change. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. That's not true. She's not cruelty itself. She's... I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. That's much better. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. That's a fantastic answer.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. It is.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
I'd like to do that.
Time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after, right? Isn't it?
Nice little break here. Man, okay. I'm glad I didn't slay the princess. I don't understand. Here's the thing that I don't understand. I don't understand why, if she's change itself, why she can't change. That's what I don't understand. Why she can't change from that into something better that doesn't involve all the death. You know what I mean? Things can change, but doesn't have to have death. I don't know.
Do you need me to describe things?
Nah, I'm okay. Sure, actually. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Take the blade. I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
Yeah.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
I think we did.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Oh my god, it's actually gonna make me choose?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I asked if the narrator's really gone. Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go, take the blade. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
What are my intentions here? If things go south, I need the blade. I don't think I need the blade if things go south, if I'm being honest. I think in order for this to work, I need to not take the blade. Because I think we can figure this out. And I would rather figure this out than kill her. And since that is how I feel about it, I'd rather not even have the option to kill her, because that's not what I think is best. so we'll just enter the basement.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
All right. No blade.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Roughly.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
You're not very open to change.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
I'd like to know your name this time.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Hey,
And there
Unchained.
you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different.
Me too.
Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah, sit with her. So good to finally see you again. I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you. Yeah, I do feel sorry about that. I don't think I want to be a god. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you.
You know, when she puts it like that,
What? What happened? History? But she didn't say anything. That was weird. She didn't say anything. Okay. I don't know if that was a glitch or not. It's so good to finally see you again.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
No problem. I don't know if this is right. I think we need to be a god. I think that's a problem. Are you the same as you are out there? Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this a real you? That's a dumb question. So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name? Yes.
I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much.
Yeah, tell me what's your name. Tell me your name.
But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that?
Yeah, but princess what? You gotta have a name.
And as for you, well, Hero works for me.
All right, fine. We can do that.
that's me. You know, I think I like that.
Yeah, but aren't you me? Anyway, Hero? Voice of Hero? I don't think I want to be a god. That's not really true. Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it? What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her.
I disagree.
But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you.
You're welcome.
And like I said earlier, I don't really want to be her. I think I just want to be me.
Maybe we don't have to be gods then.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real.
Yeah, that was a dumb question, by the way, but I asked it because I'm just going to ask all the questions.
But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
Well, thumbnail, maybe if I want it. Okay, I guess we don't have to be gods. That's fine.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us.
All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit.
A good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Just like this cabin.
Yeah, what if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know. Figure it out. It doesn't matter. It's fine. If we're everything outside the cabin, I'm sure it'll be fine if we leave. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. And it's not really. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. No, that's silly too. Doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. Yeah, good answer.
You know what? Yeah, I want that too.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's fine. I think we need some time.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
I thought you were me, but that's fine. Are you okay being alone? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come? Yeah, are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right, but I'll be okay.
All right.
I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Ah, okay, yeah. All right. And then she stabs me on the back. Stabs me in the back on the way out. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. Where's the knife? No, I'm just kidding. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. Is he gonna give me a chance to kill her? You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in a long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there.
Now we'll figure it out.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen.
Now we'll figure it out.
And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Yeah. I don't know why it's funny to me. I love you. It just seems very, I don't know. What's going to open it? I feel like we don't need to say this. Who's going to open it? Are you ready? Neither of us knows what it's going to be like out there. Open the door. I'm going to ask this so that we can open it together.
Both of us. Together.
Yeah. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. Slay the princess. Okay. Got it. Was that a good ending? I don't know. I already got the good ending. It was at the beginning of the video. That's a good middle ground. Just leave. I don't know. Take the conscious parts of those forces and just leave. Because the man, I'll tell you what, that probably was the best ending, because we're essentially what we were was the yin and yang of Taoism, the Taoism circle thing. By the way, it's yin yang, not yin yang. That's why I'm saying it weird. But we essentially were just that. We were like forces of like order and chaos, but we had consciousness to ourselves. And it was like, finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh, okay. That was the achievement. What was I saying? We essentially were like chaos and order, but we were like forces of nature, but we had consciousness to us, which was kind of messing things up a bit. So I think this is the best ending because the world exists in the way that it was supposed to originally, which is having death in, you know, a superficial sense of like things change and for example, the world we live in the real world, for example. However, there's not like two conscious gods thinking so much about things about it. It's just sort of happening. So I think that's good. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So I'm done? Am I done? Return to main menu. I did it. I did it? I think I did it. I think that's the end. Okay. Cool. I am happy with the ending that I got. I appreciate that this game allowed me to get an ending that I wanted. Because I think the game made it obvious to me when choices were going to happen and allowed me to make those choices. And I appreciate that in this game. Hi, Princess. So that game was fantastic. I appreciated it. I appreciate the effort that went into it. It was. I'm not normally like a story kind of guy, or like what kind of game is this? It's like graphic novel type of thing, a little bit. Normally not super into that for like just there being text and then the images, but it was really, really good. I enjoyed that. I might do a second run. It depends. I'm going to do a little bit of quick research that's spoiler free. Obviously not in this episode. I'm going to do my best to do some spoiler free research. I'm pretty good at it these days. And see if maybe there's like a, I don't know. I don't know if there is a true ending. It seems that was my ending. I kind of like that ending. All right, I'm gonna stop stalling and end this episode video here. I don't know, it's fine, whatever. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can like it. If you really enjoyed it, you can subscribe. Thanks so much for sticking around. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Goodbye. Have a good one. See you later. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you like this format. The whole game in one video.